Fairy Tale is back, and I was both right and wrong about Dark Wizard Faris. I said she wasn't the Faris that we knew, she was a Faris from another universe, because there have been multiple universes. Turns out that is, in fact, true, but I assumed it was a fourth universe that we haven't been introduced to yet. Instead, she is the Faris of Earthland. So yes, this is the Faris from our world, which is pretty interesting, because I did not expect there would be a Faris from our world. The funny thing is, the person who catches on first is actually Natsu. It's like he can sense that this isn't the Faris he knows, but he assumed it's from Edelus. But no, that Faris is just a simple farm girl. Ignia is still freaking out by the fact that she still feels like Acnologia, and it straight up says, I don't want you here, get lost, you're not a part of this. The Black Wizard Zareth is dead, and so is Acnologia. They have no place in this story anymore. And that is when Natsu finally realizes that she does feel like Acnologia. Another thing I said in the last chapter was that she absorbed a piece of Acnologia that was still left behind, something that was radiating with his power. Legitimately speaking, I had forgotten that Igniel ripped off his arm. Not gonna lie. Now don't get me wrong, I always remember that Igniel ripped off his arm because that was an iconic scene. It's just that I just assumed that the arm just deteriorated and was gone. That was it. It just rotted away. But no, apparently Faris found the arm. I don't know if she used black magic to infuse it into her arm or she ate the thing, but the point is she now has the arm of Acnologia as her, well, left arm. And apparently it's imbued with quite a bit amount of Acnologia's power, because when Ignia tries to just kill her straight up, she's able to use this arm to block the attack, and it causes a massive explosion where both her dark magic and Ignia's flames are just shot back at each other and obliterate parts of the castle for miles on miles. Now, it's unclear if she was always evil or if Acnologia turned her evil, but she says that his will to destroy everything is now her will. I never really understood why Acnologia went completely mad at the end and wanted to destroy everything. I understood his original goal of killing all the dragons, and once that was done, he basically just went into hiding, hibernation or whatever. But after that, when all the Dragon Slayers came together, he could sense them, and he went after them and started slaughtering them. Or at least he tried to. He only killed one, and he stepped on the corpse of Irene. But after that, then he decided just to unleash his dragon form mindlessly onto the world and have it destroy the world, while he does what he wanted to do most of all, which was to finish off the dragons. Or in this case, the Dragon Slayers. But yeah, whatever reason he had to destroy the world, Faris is apparently taking up that goal. Ignia then basically got sick of this and decided that he's going to start the Dragon King Festival now, and he orders the scenarios to activate a spell. He then tells Natsu that he didn't actually defeat any of the dragon gods. The only reason he was able to do that is because they were in a weakened state. They were already somewhat sealed, apparently. He heavily implies that all of the dragons were suppressing each other's power somehow. He even says Dormagon's labyrinth was weakening him as well. I don't entirely understand this, but whatever. The point is, this spell is meant to unleash the true power of the dragon gods, or at least the ones that are left, and not just the dragon gods, I'm assuming. He does say that this is the unleashing the power of the dragons. He didn't say dragon gods. The reason why I say it's all dragons, not just the dragon gods, is because when we see a map of the continent and the spell affect the entire continent, we see 4 beaming lights. Now, we get to see what 3 of them are. One, of course, is Ignia. The other is Celine back in the Diablos Guild, which means they haven't been doing anything of helping, even though they said they would. That just seems out of place for me. The Diablos Guild was proven to be very proactive, and Celine also was very interested in just ending Ignia and Vernus, but whatever, I guess they were just sitting back and waiting. Anyway, she starts to glow and transform into her dragon form, most likely unleashing her true power. You get to see a second light, all the way back to the first dragon god we ever interacted with, Mercophobia. He transforms into his giant water dragon form. The townspeople are freaking the fuck out because they just witnessed their god just go on a rampage again, or at least they're assuming he's going on a rampage, because last time this happened he did kind of destroy half the city, but it's unclear if they're in control of their senses or not. I'm going to assume they are, so I don't think the townspeople have anything to worry, but once again, last time this happened, half the city was destroyed. But we don't get to see what the 4th light is, and this is most likely Elsefina, because he's literally the only dragon left. And while he wasn't originally a dragon, he is a dragon now, because he got his hands on a book how to become a dragon slayer, but because he didn't have the antibodies, he eventually turned into a dragon. So it makes perfect sense that whatever this spell is, it is unleashing the full power and might of Elsefina as well. Which is probably the saddest fate for Elsefina, because he really fucking hates dragons. And the way things are going, he might not be able to go back to his human form ever again, because if this spell really is what I think it is, he will now permanently become what he hates, even though he technically already was. The body morphing was more of a surface level change, but I guess he was happy with the surface level. He could still see himself as a human. But with this spell, that's gone forever. I don't think he can even have that surface level of humanity. He will be a dragon forever. This should only be part 1 of the plan. There has to be more to it than just forcing the dragons to fight alongside the wizards and such. My guess, and it's still my guess, is that he's going to go to another universe with other dragons and he's going to unleash them or whatever. At least that's what I'm hoping happens, because I would like to see lots of dragons. But hey, we'll have to wait and see. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up so you can enjoy more Fairy Tail and other my things. Thank you and have a great day.